All right, and welcome to New Perspective Live. We're already into this about 13 seconds. Just going to wait a little bit and let people know that I'm live. They should be getting notifications right now. Hey, there's Mark Miller. That's the man right there. Let me go ahead and, okay. I'll have to figure out how to get, well, I will have to figure out how to get you a thingy, Mark. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. What the heck? That is not. There we go. Okay. Excuse me. I'm new to this stuff. It's not like Facebook. Not like Facebook whatsoever. Okay, go away. There you go. Hey, Gina. Mark, I am going to get you. Let's see. Okay. Where do I press to get you? Oh no, I don't want to report you. Okay. Anyways, okay, we got 3 people in here. All right, getting the views up there. All right, so yeah, I gotta get him a wrench. Sorry, Mark. I don't know how to do it. You gotta send me your URL. Hey, Tanya. Right now, I'm gonna have one on for now. Everybody's gonna get a wrench eventually. So, welcome to New Perspective Live. This is kind of interesting. I know you guys are used to that background back there, and I got a little game going on back there. The original Metal Gear Solid. So, anyways, if some people didn't know, there's some YouTube news. YouTube is getting rid of their well, no, they're not really getting rid of, and they're not really censoring it too much, but they're trying to hide it in a certain way. Any conspiracy theories, anything that goes against the regular level of thinking, I guess you could say, because even detectives and police officers are conspiracy theorists. So that's kind of interesting. They're going to try to hide the content, and they're not going to put it into the trending topic. And that's just straight up censorship. And the bad thing about censorship, as Mark Twain had said, censorship is like telling a man he can't have a steak because a baby can't chew it. It doesn't make any sense. It's not right and shouldn't be done. So thank you guys for joining in. Would you guys like me to change the background a little bit? Because I can change the background for you. All right, give me a second, and I'll go ahead and change the background up for you. Make it a little bit more interesting. That way you guys don't have to see this. But would you guys like to see that instead? There you go. That's a good background. That's actually a great background for right now. Let's go ahead and hang that up there. How's that for a background? All right. Yes, I have my very own Trump 2020. No, it's not backwards. Is it backwards for you guys? It looks right for me. It looks perfect. And it's not. It is not backwards. Don't be looking at my butt. Mark, looking at my butt. Seriously, it's backwards for you guys? It doesn't look backwards for me. It's actually... Huh. Well, it's backwards for me here. Okay. Let me go ahead and flip it around for you guys. Is that better? Trump? See, it looks backwards. it's I was trying to be nice for you guys to give you guys a little bit of a different background, but yes, I got the Trump 2020 going on. Thank you, Mark. I can't do it that way, but it's so weird. It does not look backwards in my screen. But anyways, new perspective when it comes to the live. We're just going to talk about any topics that have come up, and it's going to be open discussion. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Everybody in here has already done that. Please share this, get the word out there. If you want some other good content, I suggest everybody check out Mo Reese. Also check out Uber Guy, real good. Nacho's live stream, real good. We're all like-minded people, and we're striving to get the word out, get the message out. And my channel is basically about giving a different perspective, because I like to take a step back, look things over, and come up with my own hypothesis, if you would say. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. And other than the conspiracy theories with YouTube being kind of blocked in a sense, we have the Jussie Smollett attack that I just found out thanks to Uber Guy, who did a live about it. And the details on the attack are still ongoing, but apparently he had bleach thrown onto him. They were wearing masks. The attackers were wearing masks. They put a noose around his neck, and they were screaming, "This is MAGA country," as they were pedaling away. My take on this is it's still too early to know what is going on, so we need to kind of just chill out, because if not, we're going to have a Ferguson, Missouri situation where people are ready to burn down, businesses and stuff like that over lack of information. And on this channel, I will tell you guys, I do not condone violence, and if it does come out that these people are actually Trump supporters, shame on you. Yeah, definitely shame on you. And you want to pick on somebody, come see me. And I've got a message for you. And I don't know. It's just there are claims out there that the guy is making this, that Jussie is making this up. There are claims out there that it is actual Trump supporters. There are claims out there that these are not Trump supporters, but trying to make it look bad. Usually the third option is the one that is correct, because like every story, you have one side, you have the other side, and you have the truth. But it's still too early to figure it out, and the police are labeling this a hate crime, so no matter who is responsible, the police will find them, the police will get them, and they will take them on. But I do agree, Gina, you're right. It doesn't sound like Trump supporters. Most Trump supporters are good, hardworking people, and they bend over backwards for other people. We don't really, that cliche that everybody, oh, you can't say, well, you're colorblind. We really are. We really are colorblind, because it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian. It doesn't matter. If you're an American, you're American. And we support Americans. Even on my position, even if I don't like your message, I do agree that you have the ability and the right to speak your hateful message or whatever it may be. I will always defend that, no matter what it is. I will always defend that, even if it's aggression towards me. I will defend your right to have. I will know that it is your opinion about me because most people don't know that these people that throw these accusations out there, they don't know anything about me, just like they don't know anything about you, the viewers. So it sounds like another fishy story because the Covington Catholic high school kids didn't pan out to make the Trump supporters look horrible, because I am a Trump supporter and I will give you $5 if you needed it. You know, I will bend over backwards. I'm not going to go running around wearing a mask, you know, throwing bleach and putting a noose around somebody. Yeah, opinions are like bungholes. Everybody's got one, and they're mostly full of crap. They're, you know, like-minded people. Mark is definitely a like-minded guy. He's a good guy. Yeah, the Covington Catholic kids, you know, mainstream media and the celebrities are still to this day, even with the defamation cases against them, the lawsuits. You're probably right, Tanya. Hillary probably hired them to do that. We still see these people trying to vilify the kids. The kids did absolutely nothing wrong. If I was in that same place as Nicholas Sandman, which, by the way, cool name. You know, I should do a total video just for him and play Enter Sandman by Metallica, because it just fits for him, you know. Nicholas Sandman did absolutely nothing wrong. And if I was in his position, I would do the same exact thing. Stand there, smirk, smile, whatever, try to de-escalate the situation. These reporters, these celebrities are trying to dig into Nicholas's mind. All right, and Nathan Phillips, I just have to say, Nathan Phillips, you are a disgrace. You are a disgrace to the military. You are a disgrace to the veteran community. You really are. You sit there and non-stop have lied to the community, to the people, not just about your service and not just about what happened, but you have done nothing but activism. You are scum, okay? It has come out already that you have broken out of prison during your AWOL. You know, you do the crime, you serve the time. And I'm just appalled. I am sick and tired of mainstream media putting this guy on there because while they are trouting out this guy, trotting him around, there's actual veterans that are suffering out there, and mainstream media doesn't give 1, 2, or 3 shits. Sorry for my language, but they really don't. They don't care. What they care about is a narrative and destroying Trump, and that's all they care about. And if they could use this guy who is nonstop lying and making this community of veterans look bad, well, you know what? If I had every right to, I would strip your veteran status, because you are just nothing. You are scum. You served 4 years in the Marines and you got out as a private. It was so hard for you in the Marines of being a refrigerator mechanic that you had to go AWOL. What was so hard about going to California? What was so hard about being where you were, all your duty stations? Nothing, absolutely nothing. You are just scum. So this is my message to CNN, MSNBC, and all the ABC alphabetical mainstream media. Get this piece of crap off the air. Do it. Do it. I triple dog dare you. But they won't. They won't do it. They won't do it. Why? Because it fits their narrative. Even though there are so many people out there that have found out that this guy is a liar, and all it's going to do is destroy your credibility, mainstream media, which you have none anyways. So, whatever. Keep destroying yourself. I don't care. Yeah. Oh, yeah. AWOL is a deserter. You would think they would get somebody with a little more pizzazz, and his Today Show interview was just appalling. Oh, I went to pray and I forgive. Forgive Nicholas of what? He didn't do anything to you. Who should be apologizing is you and the Hebrew Israelites. That's who should apologize for doxing, for starting this shitstorm, basically, and having people dox these kids. And these are the same people. These are the same people doxing these kids and threatening to blow up their school, threatening to kill them, threatening their families. These are the same people that cried at Parkland, saying no more thoughts and prayers. These are the same people that went to march for our lives. They didn't go to march for life. They went to march for our lives. Yeah, I'm gonna catch up with some of the other way. Yeah, that's true. Michael Avenatti, the creepy porn lawyer. Yeah, he was supposed to run, but you know what destroyed it is the assault case, or the domestic disturbance case. That's what destroyed it. And I'm glad. This guy was Michael Avenatti was so self-centered, and yeah, Gina, you're right. So creepy. And you know who else is creepy too? Like, I wouldn't even watch her on Pornhub if you paid me $1 million. Stormy Daniels. Okay, I wouldn't watch her on Pornhub. And you know, just the two of them were despicable. And the stuff that Michael Avenatti did behind Stormy Daniels' back. I mean, come on. No credibility with this guy, and she's going to use him as her lawyer. It's a joke. It's a joke. Every single time I see something on mainstream media, and Fox is just as Fox is bad. Sorry, I just got a phone call. I will call them back in a little bit. Yeah, they're just Fox is bad, but they're not as bad as like CNN. Oh, would you stop moving? They're not as bad as CNN or MSNBC. And you know, I really don't agree when Trump says that the CNN is the enemy of the people. But when they continue to make false statements, you know, and do fake news stories and everything, and they're riling up this base. Yeah, technically they are. I don't agree with him saying that, because that, you know, that's kind of a violent thing. But if you look at what is going on and what they're saying and what they're talking about, you know, they are becoming the enemy of the people, because, you know, Shia LaBeouf was the one that started "He Will Not Divide Us," you know, And um, yeah, you go ahead and eat, Mark. Uh, because Trump isn't dividing us. Trump isn't. It's the mainstream media when they keep pushing out this narrative that Orange Man bad. Everything, Robert Mueller investigation is getting somewhere, because it's not. It's been, I don't know. It could go on for all of 8 years, because I do believe that Trump's going to win 2020. But it could go on for all of 8 years and nothing's going to be found. And people are still going to believe that there was Russian collusion. There was Russian agents. It was Russia. And you see everything that's going on afterwards. First, they tried to get him with Russia. Then that didn't work out. So then they were like, oh, well, we're going to go with he's mentally insane. Okay, well, that didn't work out. So now we're going to go with, he's not physically fit. So we need a doctor to check him out. Oh, well, that didn't work out. Well, maybe Stormy Daniels can get him. Oh, well, that didn't work out either. Now we're back to Russia again. People, would you wake up and smell the freaking coffee and realize that there's nothing there? There's nothing there, and there are stupid people that are marching out in the Women's March and all these other stupid rallies out there that should be focused at one thing. I mean, Women's March should be focused at women's rights. And who's at the center of it all? Donald Trump. Because you guys are so deranged with your Trump derangement syndrome that you guys cannot for a second take this guy out of your life. Whether you love him or you hate him, he's the center of your life. And you guys are retarded for thinking that everything is Trump's fault and everything that is being said and fed to you is true. Because you guys sound like NPCs, basically. You want to know what an NPC is? That's a video game right there, okay? My main character, I can move around. But the NPCs that walk around, the guards, those are NPCs because they can only do certain functions. And that's what these liberals are doing. And yes, I'm getting sick and tired of hearing it all the time. It's the same thing. It's a parroted message from you people. And you tell us that you say on CNN's comment section, you call me a Russian bot. Why? Because you have no argument. Because you know what CNN is putting out there is false. But you cannot debate it with somebody that actually did the research like me, and I've had some good discussions with people. But like this whole thing with the walls don't work. Walls are ineffective. Then why are the Democrats pushing so hard against it? Why? Is it because of Trump? If it really was ineffective, they would hand him $20 billion, let him build another phone call. Sorry. Are you guys there? Give me a thumbs up if you guys are there still. Well, maybe it was a good thing the phone call came in. Okay. All right. Because I was getting heated about it. But this channel is called New Perspective. It's supposed to be showing each side, and all I keep coming back to is, why is that side so mentally deranged? Why? It does not make any sense. But then again, I look at what is out there. All the left-leaning media that is out there, to include YouTube, yes, what I'm using right now, Google, Twitter, Facebook, Washington Compost, yeah, I call it Washington Compost, New York Times, any of the mainstream media, it's all left-leaning, and they are parroting the same exact thing. Maybe they're wording it a little bit differently, but there is 94% of all news that is created is negative towards our president. 94. Do you know how much Obama had of negative coverage? 32%. 32. And Trump is getting 94%. It is appalling. It is sad. If you sit there and you watch just CNN, you are being misinformed. If you sit there and you watch MSNBC, you are misinformed. Denzel Washington said it the best. It's not about, if you don't read the paper, you're uninformed. If you read the paper, you're misinformed. And it's not about the story, it's about being first. And they don't care who they hurt in the process. Exactly. And you know that there were people that were saying, begging a president to fail is like begging a pilot to crash the plane that you're on. It's insane. It really is. I watch so many different YouTubers, from slightly offensive. There's a shout out for you, Elijah Schaefer, from Anthony Brian Logan. I watch Steven Crowder. I watch Ben Shapiro on the Daily Wire, Michael Knowles, Andrew Klavan. I watch a lot, or I listen. Okay? Because the more that you are exposing yourself to so much information, the more that your brain is going to start, first of all, developing. It's almost like reading a book. Your brain's going to start developing, and your thought process is going to start developing, and you're going to be able to fill holes where there's something in the narrative that doesn't quite make sense, and you're going to see that there are two sides to every story, but right in the middle, there's the truth. And, I watch CNN, I watch MSNBC, I watch that, and my goal is to watch the same story, the same exact story from each of these outlets, each one. And then, when I go to CNN, I see how conservatives are talking about, this CNN makes me sick. Oh, you're welcome, Tanya. Thank you so much for supporting. Mark still doesn't know what his URL is. It's for your YouTube. I don't know how you get it. Gina, please tell him how you get it. I don't know how you get it, so don't ask me. But over at CNN, the conservatives are like, CNN, it's garbage, it's this, it's that, and I agree. Go over to Fox News, and you got the CNN people over there, and like, oh, I tried to watch CNN. I'm a CNN person. I tried to watch Fox for 30 minutes, and I got sick to my stomach. The stuff that they were putting out there, it was just, oh. And I realized, wow, each side is saying the same thing about the other side. But if both sides are doing that, which side holds the truth? It's almost like slinging mud and hoping that it sticks. That's what's going on. And from my experience, when you sling, the worst of them all is CNN. because MSNBC, ABC, all that I could watch, I could stand it. Some of the people are but there's more people there that are good and that will actually have a discussion with you. They'll open up a Discord with you. That's great. That's what we need. We need a discussion. We need a debate. Space ever. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, you love the voices. Okay, all right. I could do more voices. But yeah, yeah. CNN is the worst, and every now and then, CNN does throw a little bit of a curveball at me, and I'm like, whoa, I did not expect that. Like Chris Cuomo had shocked me for a little bit, and then he fell right back into it. Because Chris Cuomo, it was part of the ruse, I guess. I don't know what it was. But, he was agreeing that walls are okay and saying that Don Lemon was being petty for not wanting to shake President Trump's hand, and if he was Obama and stuff like that. And I was starting to get like, wow, look at him go. And then he fell back into it. He fell right back into the whole hate Trump derangement syndrome. And immediately when you do that, it just makes me feel that you are an opportunist, or you're trying to get the viewer base back, making people go, well, check out what Chris Cuomo said. He was, and then you get the conservatives to actually be like, well, let me go check out CNN. And then you grab them. It's a bait and switch is basically what it is, what he did. And I was like, haha, I caught on to you. And it's funny because people blame me or accuse me of only watching Fox News. And I'm like, well, that's kind of funny when I know exactly what you just said is straight from CNN. Straight. I mean, it almost looks like you copied and pasted it. That's how bad it is. Now, my information is jumbled up. My information is information I got from this source and this source and this source, and put it all together and created a sentence. But no, people are so brainwashed by the mainstream media that they're like, immediately, this guy is a Russian bot. He's a troll. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I can't, it's like that scene from, Monty Python, the Holy Grail. Run away from the rabbit. From the killer rabbit. That's what they do. They just run away. Throw what we can at them. Come on, let's have a discussion. Let's talk about it. Let's talk facts. And yeah, I don't agree with them. People use, good Lord, those talking points often. They're not free thinkers because they copy word for word. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They copy word for word. That's why I say it looks like they copied and pasted it. I mean, if I was that lazy, I could go to Google and search up, something and be like, yeah, that's my answer. No, that's not what I do. And I love learning. I mean, hell, I've got 11 hours a day where I'm just driving. So I listen to podcast after podcast, audio file after audio file, and I absorb all this information. I've actually had people ask me if I was college educated because I'm only 34 years old, about to be 35. I've had 80-year-old women tell me that, young man, you are the brightest that I've ever met. You don't act like you're 34. And it's because I know that a smart man, and I mean, Mark, man, I know I'm old. I talked to Mark. Mark is an intelligent guy. Intelligent. There's so much I can learn from him. There's so much he can learn from me. That's what we need to realize. We can learn so much from each other because only a fool believes that they know everything. A smart person knows that they can keep on learning. My grandma always used to say, you learn something new every day. And that is the truth. You learn something new. What? You guys don't make me nervous. What do you... You don't make me nervous. Tanya, also, send me your URL for your Facebook. Or not. YouTube. I don't do Facebook. Which we could get into that. I have been Facebook free for 5 months, and social media, the only media platform I am on right now is YouTube, and ladies and gentlemen, I gotta say, it is a breath of fresh air. It is just no more backstabbing, no more drama, no more unnecessary fighting, no more stress from looking at, having people unfriend you and all that, and people block you, and none of that. Okay? Just none. For years I have been on Facebook. For years I have been on Twitter. And I just kind of gave it up, kind of cold turkey, and it was hard, but you know what? I have people talking to me now, and they're like, wow, you sound so much happier. And I said, well, I got rid of Facebook. I got rid of Twitter. I don't need that in my life. When you become dependent on social media, you got to step back and wonder, That's one of the reasons why I like you, Mark, because I met Mark on YouTube. And it took us, I don't know, like a month of knowing each other, talking back and forth. Now I have Mark's phone number, and me and him talk. I'm not giving out that phone number, so you guys can go F off. I'm just kidding. There's only like 3 of you. I don't care how many people are watching this. I really don't. I'm not one of those people. But yeah. Whatever happened to have an actual conversation? Everything is over social media or text message, and it's no longer about phone calls anymore. To hear that person's voice. I mean, do you realize how many people have gotten into fights because, you cannot understand tone over a text message. And there are people that unfriend and all that over text messages. Oh, Tanya, thank you. I appreciate you sharing. I honestly do. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. And if it grows, it grows. God's will be done. If He wants this message to come out, it will come out in any form. And who knows? Sometimes the message comes out and it really helps people, and sometimes it pisses people off. So I have the ability to do both for everybody. But let me see. You give me Mark Miller said, you give me hope for the younger generation. As I told you, when we old guys die off, you guys have to take up the fight. And that is 100% correct. This is how the cycle goes. The older generation teaches the newer generation coming in. And then we teach the newer generation coming in. And that's our responsibility. And right now, the system is being screwed with, and people are just sitting by on the sidelines watching it happen. Now, not everybody, but there's a lot of people that are standing up against this, against having the teachings of Islam in schools, having the teaching of transgenderism in schools, having homosexual orientation in schools, all this stuff, exposing it to kindergartners. kindergartners of all things, and that is unacceptable. Unacceptable. I mean, the education system was put in place by the government, right? You know, and now they're extending it. This is why I have some of the libertarian values. Why I kind of consider myself centrist, because I can see both sides and I pick and choose of ideas that I agree with and ideas, that I agree with over here. And I am so against big government. And right now, the government has their hand in so much of our family affairs. It is not even funny. And nobody is doing a damn thing about it. Until it's too late. Especially in places such as California. California, you know what? You might as well just ban yourself because you look like an AK-47 magazine. That's what California is going to do next. Making it a non-felony for knowingly, giving somebody HIV or AIDS or anything like that. That is sick. That is sick. New York, with their new abortion law, all of late-term abortions. Yeah. You know what? Me and Mark had talked about this, and we were like, you know what? I wonder if New York and California are in competition with each other to see who can... I'm trying not to curse. To see who's going to mess up the most first. It's like, next is going to be, since New York did this abortion law, now California is going to say, look down at Nevada and be like, hold my beer. Watch this. That's what's going to happen. And it's going to go back and forth, back and forth. It is time for us to stand up and say, get your hands out of our family life. Stop trying to teach our kids this. And that's one of the things that Trump is working on. Trump actually believes in school choice. Just because you're in a certain district doesn't mean you have to go to a shitty school. That is retarded. It should be, I want my kids to go to a good school, so it doesn't matter how far I have to drive. I'm willing to do it. That's the school I'm going to go to. I'm going to have my kids go to. Oh, thank you, Tanya. Yeah. Mark, exactly. They are competing for Retard of the Year. Yep. And thank you, Tanya, for loving this channel. And yeah, Common Core. Oh my gosh. Common Core math, I think I took a whole day of watching Common Core math on YouTube, and I still don't understand what the heck they're talking about. I'm like, what is wrong with just carrying the damn one? Nothing. They want you to separate it into the nearest tenth and then do this and do that. I'm like, and show it off on the side, and I'm like, algebra became confusing to me because they started adding letters into it. Okay? I'm not going to be a scientist. It took me a long time to actually know how to multiply in my head without using a calculator. I'm not great at math, but I do pretty good now. But this Common Core stuff, you're going to confuse the crap out of me. And you know what? I think maybe it's just they send homework home with their kids because they want the parents to remember what they used to learn. But still, you look at it and it looks like Chinese gibberish. It really does. It's yeah. I'm gonna. My youngest girl is a math teacher, and what she's teaching is out there. What the hell happened to the education system? Exactly. And thank you, Gina for getting Tanya over here, and um, yeah, Gina and Mark, awesome people, awesome people. Um, yeah, I'm kind of disappointed Mo and Uber guy aren't here, but they'll catch it later. Um, they might be a little mad at me. They were offended from yesterday. I didn't get to go live. But what I'm thinking about doing is to let you guys know, I'm going to be doing 5 videos a week. Okay. I'm going to try to get them uploaded by noon. Okay. So it's going to be five videos a week, Monday through Friday. And then I'm thinking about doing maybe a live session. Let's go for like, I don't know, what's good? A Tuesday and a Thursday would be good. So, yeah, a total of 7 videos a week. And then I take the weekend off. And then once I move into my new house, with all my stuff, I could set up for an actual computer and everything for the weekend. I might do that. I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, this workload is pretty good for me. I've already got tomorrow's video set up, ready to be uploaded. So you guys go ahead and keep an eye out for that. It should be a good one. It should be a good one. And I'm working on the next one here shortly. So I think if you can, you need to shoot shot up to. Oh, okay. It's September 28th. I don't know. Yeah, Mo and his trigger comment. Mo is a good man with a very sweet heart. Yes, he is. Yes. Show. Okay. I was gonna say, what the heck do you mean by shot? I'm not gonna shoot anybody. But so yeah, we'll see how this workload goes. Hopefully good. I hope you guys enjoy this. It's been fun for me. I don't want to. Yeah, mother of all rallies. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I don't know. I'll try to make it. Don't know. Try. I'd have to request it. Actually, I probably could request it and take time off and get paid to go to mother of all rallies. That would be awesome. But yeah, Jimmy, Mo, Hope, and tons of other were there. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool, Tanya. I appreciate you sharing on Twitter. Yeah. Thank you, Gina. I try not to get too frustrated, but there's a lot that frustrates me, and I know it frustrates you guys too. And whether you're conservative, liberal, libertarian, progressive, moderate, there's so many labels out there. Okay, let's get rid of these labels. No labels, no moderates, no conservatives. Even though I have a video set up for that, it's going to talk about the conservatives and liberal mindset. But let's just see ourselves as Americans, okay? Just let's take that perspective. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. This has actually been a pretty long show. Sorry for the interruptions. I did not inform some people that I was going to be going live, so they were calling me. And now I have to call them back. Appreciate it, Mark and Gina Patriot and Tanya for jumping in here, listening to me rant, rave, bitch, moan, do all that good stuff. Please be sure to comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff in one big bubble. And until next time, God bless you guys.